If your idea of perfect boating is to leave the dock and just keep on going forever around the world, then what you really want in your life is one of these. This is a 95-foot Alloy Yachts. It's built of aluminium, as you might imagine with that name. It's a ketch rig, so it's got the two masts on here, and this is all about serious offshore, go anywhere, world girdling performance. But it's actually quite a fast boat as well. They've used this competitively and raced it with some success. So it really does tick an awful lot of boxes. It's also a great looking boat. I love the shape of it. Refitted in 2017 and all ready for another adventure. But yeah, this is what you have if you want to leave the dock and not come back for a long, long time. It's just fantastic. I think what I'm going to do is take you inside first of all, show you the accommodation, and then we'll come out and take a turn around the deck and explain a little bit more about it. Now, it's a centre cockpit. What that means is that rather than being right at the back as they often are, you're much more towards the centre of the boat, where the movement is a bit less and where you're a bit more sheltered, a bit more enclosed. You're very much in the boat here. I love the steering wheel. Look at this. That's really smart, isn't it? And look at this wooden rail that comes around here as well. Beautiful. There's a bimini above this, so you've got plenty of shade here. Let's come right on around. This one under here is refrigeration. So you're not going to go far for a drink. And then this is where you helm from. So you've got sail controls on here. You've also got bow and stern thruster controls, engine control of course. Multifunction display is here, compass, and then things like the stereo and autopilot and other bits and pieces. But yeah, that's where you sail from. Lovely. Okay. Let's head down this side, where Maggie is not looking very relaxed today. You're right there, Maggie. Let's take you down and show you what the inside of this one's like. So obviously, if you are spending months or years on board, you want to be able to do so in a degree of comfort, and I think it's fair to say that you will get that in here. Look at this. That's fantastic. Now this is what they call a deck saloon. What that means is that quite often with sailing boats, you come down and everything's right underneath. A deck saloon is a raised section here, which means you've got this sort of half deck before you drop down again. And what that gives you is big windows, a lot of light, and just a sense that you're not quite so buried down in the boat. It's very comfortable, gives you the view, gives you this feeling of space and light, and it works well. We've got chart area back here, pretty comprehensive. And then this area here as well. So that's your serious sailing bit. And this is your serious comfort bit. Here we go, there's some of the feats. She's won the Millennium Cup in the past, apparently. So she's been in the press a little bit, and that's all here. So it's a proper performance boat. I'll take you aft first of all, show you the guest quarters, and then we'll go forward and look at the crew areas. And actually, interestingly, they're not a dissimilar size. So if you come down here, there are 3 cabins back here. And they look a lot like this. In fact, this one looks exactly like this. But nice big space. It's kind of traditional, isn't it, with this? I guess it's teak they've got around here. Suits the boat. Wardrobe, of course. Thusly. And then there is an ensuite to this cabin in here with a separate shower. Here we go. We'd like that somewhere. Hang on. There we are. It's a bit brighter, isn't it? Fantastic. Let's close that one back up and switch those back off. Head across to the other side, and this is pretty much identical. So decent sized cabin, plenty of headroom, plenty of space. Again, if you're looking to spend a long time on a boat, this makes sense. Quite a lot of light in here as well with these hatches and windows and so forth. And then again, exactly the same deal back here. There we go. You tend to find a bit less space for the length compared to a motorboat, simply because of the shape. These boats are a lot more tapered. In fact, you can see how this one, as we come back, the cabin sole is coming up slightly. It's because of the shape of the stern of the boat. They obviously have to be very hydrodynamic to be able to sail easily. So this is the owner's cabin. You've got a nice little dressing area over here. There are shelves and hanging back here full length, which is nice. Fan of Jack Reacher. I'm on book number 12 at the minute. I'm working my way through the whole series. Great books to tuck yourself away with. And this, of course, has an ensuite, and that's back here. There we go, again with the shower and the loo and the sink. And talking of tucking yourself away, what better place than here? What a cozy little nook that is. You can sit there, you've got the window right next to you. If you want to escape the crowd for a little while, this would be a lovely place to do it, wouldn't it? Fabulous. Let's trundle forward and I'll show you the crew areas. There's also a very nice cozy dinette up here. This is nice, isn't it? Tucked away, lower level. Just a wonderful, cozy little nook for people to gather of an evening, have a meal, have a chat. But because it's under these big windows, it still feels nice and open and light. That's really nice. And then behind me is this area. So wine cooler, bookshelves, there's TV in here, more storage. All very nice. And then forward of here is the crew area. So there's a sliding door that comes across here, and they have their own mess area. Laundry facilities are in here, you can see it here, and also down there. The galley is in here. There we go. Very nice. Big oven and a microwave over there. Refrigeration, of course, in here. All your usual galley stuff. That one, I'm guessing, is a dishwasher. Yes, it is. Oh, hello. I thought that was me. It's not. It's the washing machine coming to an end. Phew. I wonder what I'd done then. Excellent. Then forward from here are the crew cabins. There are two of those. So captain's cabin is here, like so, with its own ensuite up at the end. Dare I? There we go. So it's like a wet room with a shower and the loo and so forth. Hanging locker there. And then I turn on round. Oh, that is a busy washing machine, isn't it? We've got another cabin here with two bunks in. Again, identical sort of ensuite at the end there, and again with storage and so forth about the place. Very nice. There's also access straight out onto the deck from here. They don't have to go through the accommodation if they don't want to. That's another route straight out. It's a big chunk of boat for a sailing boat though, isn't it? And this has been around the world. It's it came to this show, I believe I'm right in saying, from New Zealand. So, you know, you don't get much more world cruising than that, do you? And this little door here, if I lift this up and out of the way, will take us down to the engine space. Now this really is just an auxiliary. It's not designed, of course it will motor perfectly happy with this for as long as you've got the fuel for it, but it's not what this yacht is about. This yacht is about sailing. So this is a 200 horsepower auxiliary. It's an MTU, if I remember rightly. And yeah, that's about getting you in and out of port really. But what you also have down here is a monster generator. That's down here, so things like the air conditioning and the water maker and all that kind of stuff that all run from that. And you can see down here then we've got access to the prop shaft and that kind of thing running through. Very good. But yeah, this isn't quite the crucial area. It is on a motorboat. With the motorboat, if there's no engine, it's dead in the water. With this, it's really just to get you in and out of the harbour. Or if you get really seriously becalmed, of course. So that's that. Let's close that. I love this floor, the way it comes around like this. Let's close that properly. There we go. That's it. Okay, let's put that back before somebody falls over it, and we'll trundle on. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to show you the deck, and I'm going to explain what I mean about a ketch rig. So a ketch rig, this is a sloop, so it just has the mast, mainsail, foresail. On a ketch, you get a second mast, and that is back here, like so. And what that gives you basically is a lot more sail options. So you can sail this if you want with just the mizzen sail. This is a mizzen mast, and the foresail, or you can have it all the sails up, of course, and it just helps to really balance the boat, make it a very comfortable and adaptable sailing proposition. Look at these massive winches on here. That's huge, isn't it? Put my hand on there, you can see just how big that is. This is this raised deck saloon, so that's what I was talking about, where you get that sort of half deck with the view out. There is in boom furling on this one. You can see that's just the top edge of the sail there, so that goes up the mast, that unrolls out of there and up. And that's actually hydraulic. You can see the pipe work for it. I'll come back up here. There you go. Look at that. Serious kit, isn't it? Look at these big dorade vents around the place as well. You've got them here, you've got them here, and they're protected so that the ropes don't catch on them. They go around here. Tender is up on the foredeck. Now you lift this on and off with a halyard. So one of the things that hauls the sails up and down, you can come down, put it onto there, lift it, swing it out, drop it in the water. And this rigging is solid stainless steel rod rigging rather than the usual sort of wire type stuff that they have. That's really, really properly solid. And then we come right up here, and we've got, again, hydraulically operated roller furling for this one and for this one. I think that's a Genoa and that's a staysail, if I know my sails correctly, but I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And if we come right on up to the bow, I love these wooden cappings all the way around. It's proper boaty stuff, isn't it? We can stand up here and we can take a look up, and that is quite the rig, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. But look at the shape of it. This is what I mean when I said earlier about how sailing boats are a lot sleeker and narrower and more easily driven, because they have to be. So you end up with a very, very narrow and beautiful yacht. Fabulous. Okay, there we go. Huge bosun's locker down here. And these are the pipes for the roller furling hydraulics. Just here, they run from either the generator or from the main engine via power takeoffs. There we go. And again with this enormous rod rigging. Look at this. Rock solid, isn't it? Fantastic. And that, my friends, is about the size of that. I just want to say massive thanks to Burgess. They organised this tour. I'll put a link to those guys in the description, and massive thanks, of course, to you for watching. Something a little bit different, something a little bit serious, as I say, right at the beginning. If you really want to go around the world, this is the kind of boat that most people would want to do it in. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.